Hi, I'm Janet Sy, and I want to welcome you to Tuesday's Manna, where I'm reading from the book that I wrote, No Time for the Gospel. Chapter 32, A Product of Our Habits. At some point in my life, I had heard that we are a product of our environment. There is definitely some truth to that. Paul tells us that evil company corrupts good habits. With both these thoughts in mind, I concluded that we are a product of our habits. A habit is a repeated way of doing something. This could be consciously or unconsciously. There are good habits and bad habits. The thing about habits, whether good or bad, is that they can form the basis for our character. This is why it is so important to form good habits early in life. If we are desirous of having the character of God, then we must allow spiritual things to become a habit in our lives. Even Jesus developed habits. The Bible talks about Jesus' habit of teaching people, Luke 4:16. The Bible also says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he, Proverbs 23:7. Repeated thoughts can become a habit. We are told to think or meditate on things that are true, noble, pure, Philippians 4:8. The reason for this is so that we can develop the character of Christ. Christ's character is what we will take to heaven. Develop the habit of thinking on those things that will draw us closer to God. That is the kind of habit we want to be a product of. David once asked God that the meditation of his heart be acceptable in his sight. David understood how important it was to develop the right thoughts. He knew that he was a product of his habits. He also asked that God renew a right spirit within him. Somewhere along the line, something interfered with David's spiritual habit. To maintain the integrity of his spirituality, he cried out for God to create within him a clean heart. Something interfered with the joy of his salvation. He wanted to get back into the habit of serving the Lord with his whole heart. Jesus' habit was to do those things that please his heavenly Father, John 5:30. Day after day, he did this. This was his habit. You have the choice of making a spiritual habit. What kind of habit that will be is up to you. Your habit can be haphazard or it can be intentional. You are a product of your habits. The relevant scriptures are Psalms 51:10-13, Philippians 4:8. Thank you for joining me today and have a blessed week. Don't forget to subscribe.